Rapid Fire Quiz on 104.1 KRP.
All right, let the games begin. The competition is fierce.
So I misspoke because the last time Sebastian Maniscalco, the comedian, came to Houston, he actually went to Sugarland to Smart Financial. But this time he's back in August at Toyota Center, guys.
Ooh.
He's bringing the Edmonds. Okay. Someone get out the Entenmann's. We got company here. Coffee cake. What? Coffee cake. Okay, August the 8th is the date. The Toyota Center is the place. And we've got a pair of tickets for you to see Sebastian Maniscalco. You know, he has history here with us on the Roula and Ryan Show because we saw him before people knew he was anything.
We saw him perform for
Radio
100 people, maybe 100 people.
In a
We were
ballroom.
In a ballroom.
Wow.
And we
now
saw
look
the
how
Entenmann's
huge.
skit live on a stage in a ballroom.
Get the
sword! Miami.
Okay.
There's someone at the door. Get down.
Did you think he'd be this big, though, doing movies?
No.
This, I mean, I thought
he was
good,
in The
but-
Irishman. He's like legit. He was in Unfrosted, too. I didn't expect him there.
Oh, yeah.
He's done a lot of different
So
movie
he's an
roles.
actor now as well.
Yeah. Most comedians,
Podcaster.
as Jerry Seinfeld said, which is a good point, or maybe it was somebody he interviewed, comedians can be actors. Actors cannot be comedians.
That is so true.
You can be a stand-up comic, but you can't, if you're an actor, you can't be a stand-up comic unless you're playing one. All right, so here's how this is going to roll. We've got 5 of us here in the room playing along for the rapid fire quiz, which means we have 5 people standing by hoping one of us wins for them. We've got Paige, Paula, Julie, Kellen, and Sandy. So let's see who's going to win this. Ahmad won last week, which means Ahmad goes last in the rotation. Who goes first?
It will be Roula, followed by Eric, Special K, Sam, and then Ahmad. That is the order. It is going to be 75 seconds in the first round. Subsequent rounds are only 60 seconds. Are you guys ready?
And 2 of us get
Eliminated in the beginning.
All right.
Psych yourselves out. Do you guys have any little rituals you do before you?
No,
begin?
let's just get to it.
Just pray.
I say a little prayer. Yeah.
say a little prayer for you. All right,
so
here we go.
stupid today.
Which, by the way, we should be getting the belt in just a week or two.
Oh, right.
So-
No,
Okay.
that's a
Giving me the
threat.
belt.
That's
Oh.
a 70s threat. You're going to get the belt.
The belt.
Now,
I'm
what
not
exactly are you
punishing.
saying?
I bought a pro wrestler belt where you're able to customize the belt.
Oh, you can wear it for the whole week.
Yeah. So the belt,
I'm gonna wear.
it's
We're
a
not wearing
gigantic gold belt. It was like $160. It wasn't cheap.
Nice.
So, and it says rapid fire winner on the belt.
Nice.
So
Might as well
Not
just write
rapid
my
fire
name on
quiz winner. You missed
That's
one.
like $40.
Yeah.
trying to break the bank.
Her letter.
Quiz. Okay, let's go. First round. 2 people are eliminated. Let's see who it is.
All right, here we go. Roula in 3, 2, 1. Roula, what former SNL performer released her autobiography, Bossy Pants?
Tina Fey.
Eric, who played Jason Bourne in The Bourne Identity?
Matt Damon.
Kevin, an online marketplace for long and short-term home rental stays.
Airbnb.
Sam, what is the name of Houston's MLS soccer team?
Houston Dash or Houston Dynamo.
No, Ahmad, vehicle that carries a coffin to the cemetery.
A hearse.
Roula, Camila Cabello left this girl group in 2016.
Fifth Harmony.
Eric, what show segment came first, Couples Court or Closure?
Closure.
Come on, Eric.
Kevin,
I can't believe that.
Kevin, this perfect singer's real name is Alicia Moore. Who is she?
Pink.
Correct.
Sam, he's the only African-American U.S. president.
Biden.
Oh, Biden.
Beagle, and hounds are breeds of what?
Dogs.
Rolla, this canceled actor was the star of House of Cards.
Get canceled.
Kevin Spacey.
Eric, who starred as the title character in the movie Ghost?
Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze.
I'll take it. Oh, it's the title character in the movie Ghost. It was Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's-
Kevin.
It's too much time.
Kevin,
Yeah, too much
Too
time.
much
We're out?
time.
Okay.
It's Barack Obama.
Oh, Biden.
Are we done? Are we done? with the round?
Yes.
Wait, what'd you say?
He's
You said
the
we're
Irishman.
stars?
He said title
I said
character.
who
The
starred as
title
the title
character is Patrick
character.
Swayze.
Yes, that's
Why
why.
is he the
gonna go
title
sit in
character?
the
They're both
corner for a
equal.
while.
but
He's
that-
the title character. He's
Because
the
in the
ghost.
90s, Eric, women
Okay.
didn't
The
get
Ghost.
recognition like that. And it was Patrick Swayze stars in Ghost.
He's the title character of the movie Ghost. He's the ghost.
Which means Sam is no points out.
Thank God, I'm
Eric,
sitting
2
out.
misses. You're out. And it ends with Eric.
This game is.
Look at Eric.
You
And
literally
he
said
still
2
didn't make it.
people. That is not a thing.
Yeah.
I just heard stars of this movie Ghost. That's all I heard.
Just come sit in the loose.
Because you were laughing. You guys were laughing so hard at Sam. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
got
still
ya.
side-eyeing you on that, Sam.
I said I already got it.
No, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, girl. I knew what you meant.
Biden.
Biden.
Oh,
Biden.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
It's a hybrid of Obama and Biden. Well, they were president, vice
Biden
president
is about as
together.
far away from African American
funny.
as you can get.
They were partners. Okay,
Yeah.
so next we go. Round 2. Special K will begin because Eric had the last question.
Who all's out?
Eric and
Eric
Sam.
and I.
Because
So-
Sam had 0 points and Eric had 1 point, and the rest of us had 3, 2, and 2.
Ahmad, Roula.
All right.
Special K, I'm on me.
All right, here we
While Jill Biden is on the
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, Jill Biden's right behind
Oh, goodness.
Let's go.
gracious.
Focus on the prize, y'all. Sebastian
okay,
and Scott
you're
go
right,
tickets up
you're
for
Let's
right.
start
grabs.
with again.
It's Special K first, then
Kevin,
Ahmad, then me.
Ahmad.
Okay,
Roula.
got it. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Kevin, the lower leg of a cooked chicken is called what?
Drumstick.
Ahmad, on Tinder, which way do you swipe if you see a match?
Right.
Rula, what character was the main villain in Batman, the Batman, with Rob Pattinson?
Joker.
All right, Kevin, George R.R. Martin created this HBO fantasy series.
Dang it.
All right, Ahmad, rodent that looks like a big mouse with a coiled tail.
A rat?
Rula, Tutankhamun is better known as this Egyptian ruler.
Tutankhamun.
King
All right,
Tut.
Kevin, what is the home venue for the Houston Symphony?
The
you.
Ahmad, this TV show centers on a former teacher who makes blue meth.
Breaking Bad.
That's so easy.
Rula, pellets of ice that fall to the ground like rain.
Hail.
Kevin, Alicia Keys collaborated on My Boo with who?
Jay-Z.
Ahmad, who's the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Scranton?
Time.
Michael
That's
Scott.
time. So Ahmad's got 3 points. I got 1. Kevin's got 1. So who are you going to eliminate? Who are you going to go to the championship with?
Oh, yeah. Who are you picking Ahmad?
You have a choice to make, Ahmad.
I picked the easy win last week, so Rula, let's go.
Sorry, kid.
Man, that was
All
brutal.
right. So, by the way, the Riddler was the villain in The
I
Batman.
don't know.
I would have said
There's
the
too many
Penguin.
George
Batmans.
R.R. Martin was
Yes, Game of Thrones.
Wait, Robert
Tutankhamun
Pattinson's
is
Batman had the Riddler
King
in
Tut.
it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was the Riddler.
I
Yeah, it
don't
was.
know.
Yeah.
New information.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Dano, yeah. Jones Hall is the home for the Houston Symphony.
Correct.
Never been.
I've never been to Jones Hall.
You've never been to Jones
I
Hall?
don't think I have either.
Not for the symphony.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been to the symphony.
All right, let's go, Ahmad.
All right, who
I'm
goes
still mad about
first?
closure and
I know couples score everything.
I thought it was
Couple
producer
Score.
I swear
missed
closure
that.
was before that.
No,
You
I
are the
researched
executive
it. I went
producer of
back
the Rule
and
and
I
Rhyme
found
Show, are
Couple
you
Score
not?
came before it.
No, because we don't do that much.
It was before. Anyway, it's over for you, Eric. You're out.
Oh, he's mad.
Ahmad wins that
pissed.
round. It's me and Ahmad. Ahmad did not have time to finish his question in the last round. So does he start? He starts.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Ahmad, Roula, 60 seconds. Let me know, Ryan.
All right, here we go, Ahmad. In 3, 2, 1. Ahmad, the meat of a pig used as food is called what?
The fat.
I didn't even understand that question.
Rami Malek played Freddie Mercury in this movie about Queen.
Oh, God.
Ahmad, who did Tim Cook replace as CEO of Apple? Rilla, what year did Astroworld close?
2005.
Ahmad, who played Jack Dawson in Titanic?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Rilla, oval ring on a handle with laced strings to hit tennis balls.
A racket.
Ahmad, Quidditch is a fictional sport in what book series?
Harry Potter.
Rilla, chain or strap used to walk a dog.
A leash.
Ahmad, Jennifer Coolidge played Tanya for 2 seasons on this HBO drama.
White Lotus.
Rula, the Bird family launders money for the cartel in this Netflix show.
Ozark.
Ahmad, which character in Friends is a paleontologist?
Skibbity Toilet Rinse.
Rula, Sandra Bullock is an astronaut trying to get back to Earth in his 2013 film.
Gravity.
Ahmad, unit of...
You should have picked Kevin.
Where's my Greek song, Sam? I'm dancing today, baby. Where's my Greek song? Ooh, I'm lightheaded.
Oh, no, we got to go. We can't play it. Oh, no.
is what
I'm
we're listening
lightheaded
for
from my
the
shot.
pig.
Oh, opa. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Opa, opa. Let's go. Rapid fire
Steve
quiz.
Jobs was before Tim Cook.
I knew that.
Here's my techno. I love this KRV digital. I expect Greek flags all over me when you post this, Urban. And my workouts. I'm working out right now. It's Greek aesthetics or kinesthetics.
When you go to the don't picture most people having that in their AirPods.
Yeah, it might be.
No, I wouldn't think so.
absolutely not.
Roula's definitely.
Definitely. What's the name of the Queen movie?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian
God.
Rhapsody.
I
I still
didn't
was
get that
having a
one.
brain fart over
They're
that.
called brain farts.
Hey, they are. Kellen, congratulations. You're going to see Sebastian Maniscalco at Toyota Center. Thanks for picking me.
Flush the
Thank you
toilet.
very much for winning.
Are you all right there, buddy?
Are you in the rain outside? In the rain? Sounds like you're in the rain.
Oh, it might be my AC.
Oh, AC.
Oh, the
maybe.
AC. It's okay. We're going to get you on hold, get your information. You have a great time. August the 8th, Toyota Center, toyotacenter.com if you'd like to purchase tickets, guys, because Sandy might need to go there, Amon, because you didn't win.
What have we
my
learned about this
gosh.
game? Eric's a sore loser, but Roula's a sore winner.
I'm just saying. I never get to win anymore. So I'm so excited. I'm going to revel.
You've had 2 wins in the last
I'm
month.
going to relish
I
this
put my
W. It's
foot
been
in
so
my mouth.
long.
Hey, what do you mean? You won 2 weeks ago.
That was like the first time in like months.
What's the rankings right now? Who has the most wins? You still?
Yeah, I got like 7. You got 5. Rula's got 4.
4?
I think Sam's got 2.
2.
Got a
Kevin?
I too
How many
cocky
does
there.
Kevin have?
Let's see.
I don't think I have any.
1, 2,
You have 2, I
3. 3.
It's
Look at
pretty
that.
evenly
Nice.
divided.
Sam's got
good.
2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Ask the Attorney, 713-390-KRBE. We have Adam Ramji coming in studio, and he usually gives us the insight on whether you should take it one step further or not when it comes to personal injury. So if you have questions about being harmed somehow by a vehicle or something else, give us a call. You get some free legal advice next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE. It's the Roula and Ryan Show. We're having such a fun time in here. Adam Ramji is in studio with us, so it's Ask the Attorney.
And we're still talking about the rapid fire quiz and some classic answers that have come from the wrong answers. So anyway.
The first African American president was Joe Biden.
Oh, Biden.
No,
oh, Biden.
Obama.
It was
Biden.
Not
Oh,
Obama.
Biden.
It was the Irish Biden.
Yeah.
Yes, oh, Biden. Oh, Biden.
You knew who I meant.
Like
y'all.
O'Reilly
Okay, yeah,
in the auto parts. Okay, so Adam Ramji's here, 713-390-KRBE is our phone number. If you have a question about personal injury or injury to your property, you can call him up and get some free legal advice, see if it's worth it to take it to the next step. Now, we all have suffered from the storm that hit 2 weeks ago, and everyone had PTSD from yesterday's storm because it got really dark and scary. People are out of power again in Montgomery County. I know that. And Adam, a lot of people were questioning, because you know everything about insurance companies, I feel like. What happens when you get damage on your property from a tree from your neighbor's property? Maybe you have some personal experience with that. I don't know. But a lot of people experience that. Like, it's not their tree that damaged their car or their house or something in their backyard, but it was the neighbor's tree that came flying.
What's the number one way to recoup your losses?
Yeah, so well, I hope everyone is safe out there, and a late happy Memorial Day to everyone. Yes, I am speaking from personal experience. My neighbor's tree did fall on our house and smash into our kitchen.
Oh,
and
my
the same
gosh.
neighbor's tree
That's
last year fell on my wife's car and cut it in half.
Oh, my
so,
God.
Yeah, so I swear. So the question is, what recourse do you have against the neighbor? And if the neighbor has done a good job maintaining the trees, there's
Doesn't sound like he has.
no,
that's an act of God, though.
it's
That's
not dead.
intentional.
It's they're not dead. They're
natural.
actually good trees, and unfortunately, there's no recourse on the neighbor, so you have to use your own insurance. For that,
Okay.
So that's your
it does
homeowner's
fall under
insurance. You
your
file.
own. Yeah, so you have your deductible to pay, and then after that, whatever damages, they'll cover
What
that.
about a situation yesterday? It was on all the news on I-10 near Highway 6. Massive tree actually fell into the freeway.
Yeah, if your car gets
Landed
damaged
on
because it
cars.
landed on you, then
It's
that's an act of God also,
Same
right?
thing. Yeah,
So
same thing.
Who owns
your own
those
insurance.
trees? I mean, it's the city of
those
Houston.
are city trees. Now, again, you go back to like, okay, well, is there a landscaping company that's supposed to maintain it that the city hires? If it is a private company, then maybe there's an opportunity over there for you to be able to get insurance from over there. Otherwise, if the trees are maintained and it falls under act of God, then you better have your own insurance.
Wow.
And what if you, and I would say that if you're trying to go up against the city, good luck trying to prove if it wasn't maintained correctly. But if
Right.
you do have evidence that your neighbor's property is unkempt, right? They're not keeping
Yes.
up with stuff. Could you fight that, or is it just too hard of a battle to say, well, for a long time, we've noticed they don't take care of their property, and that's why this
easy.
thing happened?
Yeah, because once the tree falls and you go inspect it, if it's got rotting and things like that, then it's boom. They should have maintained the trees.
What about things that blow around from the neighbor's house, like their garbage can goes flying across
Through your window or
Through the
something.
window.
Yeah, again, act of God. Yeah, right.
Wow.
Unless there's like some gross negligence that you put something over there. Like for example, we have a tree where another neighbor on the other side said, "Hey, you should take care of these." And those trees on my end were hit by the storm, so I know they're dead now, and so I better take care of those because now I'm on notice.
Well, I don't even know. Okay, I'm going to be dumb question amnesty here. I don't even know how to take care of the tree. I mean, how did I know that this tree was already faulty?
Well, if there's no leaves on the branches,
That's a good indication it's dead.
However, there's a tree right across the street from me that the inside was all rotted out, but it looked fine on the outside.
Right.
So that's kind of, I
So
feel like that's a gray area.
It was a diseased tree.
It's tricky. Sometimes you get vines on trees will just suck the sap out of the tree. So you have to have your landscaper, someone inspect that stuff.
Well, because my thing is, Adam, I don't think
Landscaper.
we have like a season where, they say every 6 months you have to change your batteries in your smoke detectors, right? On New Year's Eve and like the first day of summer or something. That's 6 months
or
apart.
clean your teeth every 6 months.
Clean your teeth,
something, yeah.
I don't think I've never, as an adult, ever heard, it's tree checking season.
Yeah.
Or
Most people
don't even have like a yard guy. So how do I know the tree is failing? People are like, I'm so glad I had my trees trimmed.
Right.
There's a lady on the news yesterday. I thought for sure Channel 2 was about to have a live blooper because this poor lady is on a flooded street. She is not wearing a bra. Her tank top is way too loose. And she was all up in the news camera talking about, I am so glad I had my tree trimmed. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't think that's what people are paying attention to you for right now, lady.
God.
But she was saying she had her trees trimmed. How do you know to have your tree trimmed? I don't know the adultness of that.
Yeah.
I don't even think it was that. They did the story. We did the story last week that there were 2 summers in a row where we had extreme droughts, which weakened all the roots.
Sure.
And then boom, the storm comes and it uproots all those trees.
Right. That's exactly what happened to us. Yeah. We have huge pine trees around the area. So there is a responsibility you have. If you're going to keep those trees, you better keep them maintained and keep them checked.
Okay, I have a car question. As people are calling in at 713-390-KRBE because this is hitting my world now. My niece is 16 years old, and she has the liberty to drive now. She has her address, her
fun.
license, right?
Fun.
And the other day we were driving around, and I was thinking to myself, okay, wait a second. I didn't think of this deep when I was a teenager, but if you have a teenage daughter or son, and you've given them a car, and they have their friends in the car,
right?
Because of course they're going to give rides to all the kids that don't have cars
all day long.
And there's a fender bender, Adam.
And who's at fault?
Let's just say it was the other person's fault.
Okay.
Do all those kids that they were like their friends? It's your child and 3 friends. Do all 3 of those households then they sue your insurance company, or how does that happen?
Yeah. So what a kind of rule is insurance follows the vehicle. Right. Okay. So just knowing that. So if the niece is driving, she's got her friends in it, and that car gets hit by someone else, all of those people have recourse against the other person who caused the accident. Now, rewind the scene. Let's just say the niece is driving and she causes an accident, and everybody else in the car, friends, also get injured. Then they all have recourse against the owner of the vehicle.
Owner of the vehicle. So it could be like the dad or the mom of the car, whoever it's registered to.
Correct, yeah.
Because if you don't have your own car yet.
But there's also laws that I remember when my daughter turned 16, she was only allowed to have one other teen in the car.
Right. So those are not laws. Those are insurance. The insurance rules. They'll say according to this. Yeah. In this, they'll say the policy says that for this type of insurance, you can only have one person in the car. But if you have a different insurance, maybe they'll let you have more.
She was not able to have a bunch of teenagers in the car with her.
That's something I guess we should check out then. If you are a parent of a teen that's starting to drive, look at your personal insurance policy and see what the conditions are.
Right.
To have a 16-year-old
driver. And what's really important is that when your child turns 16 and now they have a driver's license, you put them in the car, but you don't put them on your insurance. They're through some insurances, they're automatically excluded. So your kid's in the car, causes an accident, hurts someone else, but your insurance won't pay it because they were not on the policy.
Oh,
so
my
there's
gosh.
an automatic exclusion often for people that are in the house, registered to the household, but are not on the policy.
So with that, if I'm the aunt, right, which I am the aunt, and we're going to say in these hypothetical situations, she doesn't have her own car.
Right.
So
now,
to give her some practice, I'm in my car with her, or I told her, run to the store for me and get me some garbage bags.
Does she live with you?
She does not.
No problem.
Really?
Absolutely, yeah. The thing is that you cannot drive the car that you in the house that is registered in the house that you are in. So the joke is, if your neighbors and you have a 16-year-old, and your neighbor has a 16-year-old, switch cars, then you're covered.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy!
Right? I say that jokingly. I'm just saying that so it clicks in that so you're okay driving someone else's car, but not the car that you.
Now, why is that? Because they exclude you because you didn't put them on your insurance policy.
Yeah, they're like, we're not going to cover you. You have a high liability child in the house, so we're not going to cover them.
Yeah.
Say you have got 4 kids that are teenagers, or they're driving.
Yeah.
Now the insurance company has a lot more exposure. You better pay for a premium for that exposure, so we're not going to just cover them. So that's why
But because she's driving my
interesting.
car and she doesn't live with me,
she doesn't live with you, right?
my insurance will cover
Your
me
insurance will
on the
cover you.
damages of whatever happened because she was driving.
Correct, yeah. Or
What?
your insurance will cover the damages that she causes to somebody else.
Wow.
If she hit somebody else.
Well, I learned something new today.
Yeah, insurance follows
Get your
the vehicle.
kids to drive grandma's car.
There you go. Yeah, as long as she doesn't live with you.
And by the way, it's Adam Ramji.
Yeah.
Let's reintroduce Special K
Thank
before
you.
your next question. Adam Ramji is live in our studio. Ask the attorney. We do this every now and again so you can get some answers to your questions at 713-390-KRBE. Special K, what's your question?
And with summer coming up here, a lot of people are going to be renting cars. I, for one, will be
Oh, yeah.
renting a car. I have my regular insurance on my regular vehicle. However, I get into a car that's rented, for instance. Say I get into an accident in that rental car. Is my insurance going to cover me on through that rental car, or do I need to purchase additional insurance?
Because they always
like
ask you that. You want the insurance with the rental car?
Is
And
it,
you're
a
like,
good
I have
idea,
insurance.
is it a good idea to pay the extra bucks and pay for their insurance?
So to answer the first question,
Yes.
will your insurance cover you? Yes, your insurance will cover you if you drive anyone's car. Mm-hmm. Right, as long as
But
you
I
carry insurance.
thought the insurance followed the car. So that means the car that
Right.
I'm in has
Right.
the insurance. The rental car that I'm in has the
Right. So,
insurance.
so very good question. So let me qualify that. So insurance, the first it goes after the owner of the vehicle first. If it is, or if there is insurance, you finish that, you exhaust it. If there isn't insurance, then you go to the driver. So you go to
So then
multiple
we
layers.
should
right?
be purchasing the
So, no, you don't
insurance
have
policy
no.
from the
Your
rental
insurance,
car?
your insurance will cover you. So let's just say you rent the car, you cause an accident, and you didn't buy insurance through the whatever
Yeah,
the company
yeah,
is.
yeah.
And so now they say, okay, well, there's no insurance on the car through the rental company, but there's insurance on the driver, which is you. So now you're covered. So your insurance, if you have it, will cover you if you drive.
But that
anyone's
raises
car,
your
including-
premiums. Would it not be smarter to just get their insurance, and in that way, if there's an
it'll-
accident, it
yeah.
doesn't mess with your premium?
It'll only raise your premiums if you cause an accident. Then it goes back to that same thing, right? So, and even if you get an accident on their insurance, it's still going to be on the report. So they know the accident has happened.
That you were the driver.
So there's a possibility of it still increasing. So the question does come: should you or should you not buy the insurance? For me, if I'm going to take the kids, let's just say Colorado, and we're going to ski and it's kind of slippery, I buy the insurance. If I'm just going to go down to Dallas and for myself, I don't buy it.
Right, okay.
That's so funny. I'm the opposite. I trust myself in the snow, but not around Dallas drivers.
Okay, but that's a good question, though, Kev,
Right.
because that brings the idea. A lot of people are planning summer vacations. You might
Right.
get an Airbnb.
Sure.
If you are the host of an Airbnb, like that's your house that you host people, or I rented your Airbnb and somebody got hurt in the house,
Right.
it goes after the homeowner's insurance of the Airbnb owner. Is that right? Or do
Yes,
I
of
have
the-
my own?
yeah, so it'll go after the homeowners of the Airbnb and you'll recover as long if there was negligence that the Airbnb owner created. If there's
Okay.
no, let's just say you're in there and you're having a drink at the Airbnb that you rented and you're kind of sloshing around and you fall, you get hurt. That's on you. That's not on the Airbnb host.
Okay,
because-
good. That's good because I was over at my Airbnb yesterday and I saw like the dudes are lifting weights. I mean, what if they drop a weight on themselves or break a toe or something like that? They
Yeah.
don't come after me.
That's by their own
there's
hand,
got to be
though.
some negligence on the homeowner.
And
yeah.
somebody texted, you don't get full driving privilege until you're 18 years old. What does that mean? Do you know what that means? Full driving privilege? Oh, I guess to ride with whoever you want, whomever
with
you
other
want.
people in the
yeah,
car.
so when you
Without
right.
conditions.
Without
Yeah, because people are
conditions.
texting, they know, I guess they've got teenagers. It's a law, a 16 to 17-year-old cannot have more than one passenger under the age of 21 who is not a family member, not just an insurance thing. Okay, I guess we're going to have to deep dive on that
Yeah.
one.
And one more before we leave, because I try to convey this. They ask how long does it take to settle a case with very little injury, and what I've learned from you is
Right.
it don't happen overnight.
Right. It doesn't happen overnight. You've got to finish the treatment. What takes long often is getting the medical bills and records, submitting to the insurance company, waiting for them to respond. And right now, I don't know what it is. You know, I have clients that go to the doctor's offices or ERs, and it takes so long to get medical bills and records. I'm like, you want to get paid, right? Send me your bills and records. Let's get it taken care of. And it's shocking how long it takes. And often it's not on us; it's on them.
Right,
Wow.
right.
Yeah.
So it's
Keep
your
better records.
Yeah, you're dependent on other people, not only Adam.
Right.
713 all eights if you want a free consultation with Adam, and I'll tell you more here in a moment.
One quick question before we go, Adam. Jenny had called in, but we're running out of time. If somebody in your family is on your insurance, would they be affected by a DUI that you get because you're carrying them?
But if you guys are all on the same policy and paying through it, then just they would not be affected personally, but the policy, the premiums would increase, of course. So if you're part of paying that, then yes, it would affect you.
Yes, it will affect
But
you.
now you get your own separate policy, which you probably are going to get
After
much
that
better
somebody
deal.
gets a
After
DUI,
somebody
you're
gets a
like, get off my
DUI.
If I got a
policy.
kid
In your
that's getting
household.
a
Yeah,
DUI,
get off
I'm
my
like, you're not
policy.
on my policy
Right.
anymore.
Right, yeah.
Okay, 713 all eights to find Adam Ramji
Super easy number.
on Instagram too, or what is it on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, Ramji Law.
Ramji Law, Ramji, Ramji. You've seen the billboards. Now your face is out there.
There you go. Yeah, it's all over the place now.
Did any of your billboards go over from the storm?
No, the ones I saw, I couldn't see them all, but the ones I saw, they were all fine. Yeah.
Just the trees had problems, not the billboards.
Slammed into my car.
Pushed over.
All right. Coming up next, we've got Celebrity Scoop. This is where what is old is offensive now. What is old and what's funny is now offensive. There's a podcast that Jason Bateman does with Will Arnett, and they got some really big revelations from Sean Hayes from his Will and Grace days. So can we not enjoy the repeats now? Like, what's happening?
No!
We'll talk about it
Don't
next
cancel
on the
it.
Will and Ryan Show.
Ladies and gentlemen,
please welcome Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
104.1 KRBE.
Should I just call it the Ruinous Scoop today? The Ruinous Scoop. If you missed the 7 o'clock hour of Scoop, you've got to look up the New York Post doing a full story on a TikTok revelation of Finding Nemo. It's the parents who ate the kids, not the barracuda.
I think it's funny that that's the most implausible thing. They're talking fish underwater. That's where you suspend belief.
Well, I truly believe that all animals have their own language. We just don't know. I think that if you had 2 dogs in the house and you're not home all day, somehow they communicate to each other.
No, they
and
do.
We don't know it.
You can watch those videos on Instagram and just get sucked into them.
Yes, because they're not actually saying words that we can understand.
It's
but
body language.
100%. There's this Christmas movie
Smells. They like
that
to
was
smell
on
each other, and they know.
Yeah, it's like their whole other
Dogs, at
language.
least.
There's a Christmas movie on Amazon Prime that one of my friends told me about when my son was like 4. It's called The Star, and it's all these like big voices. Tracy Morgan's in it, and Tyler Perry's in it. Oprah, the girl who played Jane the Virgin on CW 39 plays the Virgin Mary. Anyway, it's all these big celebrity names, and the animals talk to each other because it's an anime feature. But when they're trying to talk to the people, like they'll be saying to you, Sam, don't go that way, Sam. Turn around. They're going to get you. But from your perspective, Sam, they show in the cartoon that she's just looking at the donkey going, like the donkey is just making the noises, but in the donkey's mind, he's talking to you.
Right.
Turn around, Sam. There's danger there. But all the human is hearing is the noise of the animal.
Yeah.
And we're like, so they do talk, but they are not saying English words. Anyway, so in Finding Nemo, it's this whole thing about how Finding Nemo means finding no one. The whole thing is a hallucination, and there was no Dory.
Ooh, that's their interpretation.
It's real deep. It's from science, Ryan. It's from science. Clownfish eat their own. All right, so here's the next one. The podcast. I know, Eric, you've probably heard a few of these episodes with Jason Bateman and Will Arnett.
Oh, and Sean Hayes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have you can watch them. Is it Hulu? They have or Netflix?
I don't know where they have it.
They have the podcast on Netflix?
They have a documentary of these guys. They travel to like 5 different cities. And they each the whole thing is one of them gets to bring a guest on, and the other 2 have no idea who it is. They can't practice. They can't do any research.
Get ready for the guest.
And like they did one where Jason Bateman brought in this guy. They were in Harvard or something, and he brought this guy he thought would be so interesting, and it was a bomb. It was so bad. He was like he's from MIT. And he's just one of those guys that was just too smart for the room. The people before them got Conan O'Brien, and so they got stuck with this guy. They're like,
This is boring.
Yeah.
It's called Smartless, the podcast.
Yeah, Smartless. It's really good. If you go back, you can see all the celebrities that are on there, but it's fun because you never know who's going to be on.
Well, on May 27, it was Trevor Noah who was the guest. And Sean Hayes was talking about the good old days of Will and Grace, which weren't so good. Because I didn't know this at the time when Will and Grace was on. Will and Grace is not a show that I watched from the get-go. Will and Grace is a show that I jumped on after a while when I just thought it was, I don't know, just caught my attention. Plus, it was NBC, and the way they used to promote things, they kind of made you watch their shows. If you watched Must See TV on Thursdays, you were locked into that block from 7 to 10. Then they'd move it to Tuesdays. And then Will and Grace was like another blockbuster show. They didn't put that against Friends and Seinfeld in that block because they already had the audience. They needed to use Will and Grace for another night to build audience.
With Frasier or Mad About You or something.
So the best episode I ever saw of Will and Grace is called A Chorus Lie. Not a chorus line. And it is where Matt Damon is trying to go on a free trip to Europe with his girlfriend by joining the gay men's chorus because they're going to Europe. So he had to fake being gay so he could be picked for this trip. And then Sean Hayes, there's a lot of competition to be in this chorus, to
in
go
him.
on this trip. So they're trying to in him
Instead
of outing him.
In him.
Because he's straight. He's not gay.
Yeah.
And to out someone means they are a gay person you are pulling out of the closet. And they're like, we're going to in him. So they then asked Deborah Messing's character, Grace, to seduce him and prove that he is straight. And just the whole thing was so clever. And I think it hit fine, even for today's, things that we know are
top 3 episodes.
and I think it was one of the best ones. Yeah, it was really funny. But Sean Hayes was not out as an individual actor when this show was on. And, now you've got keyboard warriors so easily on Instagram and TikTok and just tear you down in 2 seconds and move on and not know that they've left you shattered mentally. But back then, you actually had to go to the quill and the ink pot. It was like the pen and paper and the postage stamp to send hate mail. And Sean Hayes
You
said
really
that,
got to hate something to take
Well,
that.
but think about it. There's
how
been
they do it.
haters.
Kind of measure.
There's been haters for all time. There's been haters, and so people will write letters to the NBC studios and be like, "You guys are all going to go to hell." And he said this one letter really shook him, and he had to talk to NBC about it, and he'd probably file it with HR or something. And it was a woman who said she hated him so much, and they're all going to go to hell for what they're doing. But I do love the show. She
do
ended
love
it
the
at
show.
that. I
love the
do
show,
love the show. How do you love the show
You
that
hate
you have
watch.
taken time to
Yeah.
go to
They
pen
do.
and paper to
love it.
fold it up and put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it that you paid for, take it to a mailbox and tell them they're all going to hell, they're all terrible people. Oh, but I love the show. Please, somebody explain that to
If
me.
you can do that, you have seriously too much time on your hands.
Well, there's certain people that like to tell us that we're doing a terrible job, but they listen for 4 hours.
That's true. But in the 90s, that's how they
You
judged.
know who you are.
Yeah, you know.
That's how they knew who was popular. They'd look at the mail and see what kind of mail you're getting from across the country. That's why these fan clubs were so big for actors. And if they saw, you got mail from
Montana,
Iowa,
Wyoming.
and all these cities, then they go, "Oh wow, you're really hitting." If it was
Soap
all from the
operas
same
did that
city.
a lot, too.
Yeah, the same person gets discounted if they send too much fan mail.
That's why, my aunt was the head of a bunch of. She was in charge of 5 or 6 actors, and would help organize the people around the world, the country, and then he'd go and show up to Midwest, and then they'd all meet there. And
Like a mall showing or something?
Yeah, they'd do autographs, and then they'd meet, and they'd have a special dinner with him, and they get VIP, and then they'd go tell your friends and send letters, and then that's how they'd get.
Letter writing campaigns had saved shows, television
Party of
shows.
5
Yeah, that
with
were about
Lacey
ready to be
Chabert.
canceled.
Now it's nothing.
Yeah, it is.
Emails, I guess.
Yeah, how do they even know? I guess it's traction on your Instagram and your TikTok.
Yeah, social
now.
media stuff.
They're like, well, what's your interactions? Let me see how many likes you have. That's just how good.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
More strong thunderstorms possible later today. While our flood and severe weather risk is low, it is not zero. So more than 100,000 CenterPoint Energy customers in Houston were without power as of late last night.
Just as their fridges got redone,
Yeah,
restocked.
and they're bringing in 1,800 utility crews. They're making their way back to Houston to take care of everybody. Montgomery County officials also confirmed a construction worker was killed Tuesday. It was a 16-year-old boy. He died in Montgomery County when the construction actually collapsed. Now, Tuesday's storms brought winds as fast as 75 miles per hour and hail as large as golf balls. It was a really bad storm, and we're not out of the woods. We're probably going to get some strong storms today. Eligible Walmart customers can expect to get anywhere from $10 to $500 from a settlement, depending on how much they bought and if they have receipts. Special K, class action Kevin.
I'm on it.
The deadline to submit a claim is Wednesday, June 5th for those who purchase certain sold by weight meat and seafood items, as well as citrus and fruit bought in bulk bags.
I don't buy my
Like
groceries there.
clementines?
What stores is again?
Walmart, some groceries and
Got
stuff. Oh,
some
they were
clementine.
Yeah. Allegedly, they were misweighing things.
So you can actually go to, here's the website, Walmart Weighted Groceries Settlement.com.
That is a long
That's a
address
long
that you
URL.
know someone's not going to spell
Or
right.
you can simply go to khou.com. They've got the story there, and you click their link, and it takes
I wonder
you there.
how you can prove, though, that you bought meat that was weighted that long ago. Who keeps that receipt? And plus, if you do have that receipt, it's going to get all faded, and you can't see what it is.
Hey,
You're
it
right.
could be up to
Online.
$500.
Can you see?
All right, I'm going to figure
It was like a $14 million
Just try it.
settlement.
Yeah, just jump on there. Who cares? They won't,
I'm gonna do it.
You
notice
said
it.
in the past you didn't even buy the thing they were paying you for.
That was not supposed to be on air.
Eric and Ryan bought Zoom, and Zoom had a huge settlement, and y'all didn't jump on it
No,
at
no,
all.
I didn't.
pay for it whatsoever,
During
and I
the-
still got like 80
during
bucks
the
for their
COVID stuff,
settlement.
I paid for the whole year for us for Zoom for the
He
station.
did.
But KRB paid me back, though. So
Oh, good. I'm glad you
Well,
got
you
your
can pay
money
me back.
that's because I did it for the whole team.
Yeah, you did it for a year. I only did it for a month.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, next,
I don't make that kind of money.
what happened with closure today? Well, it was very awkward and sad because it left us questioning a lot of things in the relationship between these two cousins.
Bad people in the world.
You are going to hear how it played out next on the Roula and Ryan Show.